Good day, guys. Wealthsmith speaking. So basically, this is just going to be the analysis that we'll be giving out of the Nasdaq, the weekly analysis of the Nasdaq. Sorry, I was a bit distracted. So basically, this is a clean chart. So that means there's no trend lines, support and resistance and everything. So I'm going to be starting from the bottom and just give out my full analysis of what I'm seeing on the market right now. My network is a bit slow, but hopefully it really works out. But anyways, the first thing that I do when I trade indices, right, I look at two things. So firstly, the direction of the trend. Secondly, it's fundamental analysis. So with fundamental analysis, I use certain devices, apps and everything in order to keep tracks with what's happening on the economy and also the updates on, more especially on indices, because remember with indices are made up of a list of companies. Like for instance, with your Nasdaq is made up of technological companies which contribute more than 50% of the entire index. So basically what happens on on your thingy, on the companies on the Nasdaq, also affects what's going to happen overall on the entire index. So we're going to begin with technical analysis, and then I'm going to send another video of how to analyze your fundamentals and everything. So with technical analysis, firstly I look at the direction of the trend. So with the direction of the trend, remember it has to touch at least 3 areas in order for you to see if it's a solid trend. Like for instance, at this point in time, the market actually went up at this area, and then this was the first high after it broke this previous high at this area. So this was the first high after it broke, and then it went down, in a matter of just retracing, and then went up again, broke the previous high, and then went down again. And in order to determine how how it can go down and stuff like that, you actually use your Fibonacci and stuff like that. Probably a bit clear enough, because I'm using a poor recording device and stuff. But anyways, so you firstly check your previous highs and everything, and then check your mid resistance and support as well. So at this point in time, I'm seeing a mid support. So a mid support is basically an area where the market went up and then it goes down to that area in order to support, in order to retest it and then go up again. So at this point in time, the market went up and then it did a bit of testing, because remember, when it comes to support and resistance areas, it's no specific areas. It might be here, it might be at this area as well, and besides it touched the line here, so we knew that it was going to go up and stuff. So now I'm seeing a mid support, and when it comes to a mid support, you have to draw your rectangle at this area where there's like price action, where the market is bounced. And at this area, this is an area of significance, because previously it was a certain high, so the market usually goes to this area and test before it actually breaks up or down. So as you can see, there's like 2 bullish candlesticks at this area, so that means the market tested this area, and then there were bulls that were present here, and we're trying to take the market up again. So but then before we can conclude on that, we have to look at certain factors in order to see if it's going to be an uptrend or it's going to move down and then retest this area and they try to go up again. and also depending on news and stuff like that, because it's not just a matter of just you looking at technical analysis and then coming to a conclusion. We also have to look at things like the news and stuff, but that's a topic for sometime later. So now let's just focus on the technical side only. So when it comes to technicals, what I'm seeing here is a market that is actually in a position whereby it can either go up or down, but we'll need some multiple confirmation. So that means we're going to be using multiple time frames. So I'm going to switch to 1 hour and check what's happening on 1 hour. So on an hourly basis, it seems like this area is an area of concentration of price, whereby it's your area of support. As you can see, the market went up, tested this area, went up, tested this area, went up, tested this area, and again at this level. So there are high chances that this market is gonna buy until the previous thingy resistance areas. So these are your previous resistance areas. Why am I saying this? Remember, a resistance area is more like a selling. It's a place where the market goes up and then touches that area, fails to break through, and then go down again, touches the area, fails to break through and stuff. So I'm seeing an interesting thing here when I look at the market. I'm seeing a market that is moving up again, right, in order to test this area, because it failed. As you can see, it actually failed to break this this support area. So the high chances that the market is going to go up and then hit the resistance area and then maybe come back again continuously like that until it breaks either of this areas, your ceiling and also your floor. So but anyways, in order to confirm, we have to shift to other time frames. So this is the importance of using multiple time frame analysis. So I'm going to shift down and see what's actually happening. So as you can see, I'm also seeing something interesting here. The market moved up. That means it formed a little bit of a trend here. The market moved up and then went down, but then it failed to break and then just went up again. And then after going up and then started moving sideways. But let's continue to a smaller time frame to see what's actually happening. So this is what's going to help us to see what's happening. Okay, this is much interesting. So as you can see, I'm not sure if you can see it clearly, this is also another trend, and according to this trend, this is a downwards trend. So there are high chances that the market is gonna go down, but we'll have to wait for this candlestick in order to see what's gonna happen next. So I'm still watching the candlestick, but if this candlestick closes in a bearish move, so that means the market's gonna sell and go down. But if it closes in a bullish move, that means the high chances that this market is gonna buy, and if it breaks this area. So by the way, this is what we are seeing on the market presently. So that was just an insight on how to trade your indices using technical analysis. The most important thing is to look at your support areas, to look at your resistance areas, and also to look at your trend lines. The trend lines are going to be a guideline on what time to buy, what time to sell, and also if you should hold or whatever. And then afterwards, the most important thing afterwards is to also check the news, to check what's happening on the news. But in my analysis, I'm also going to provide the aftermath of the analysis, and basically what happened. Did the market move up or did the market move down? In my analysis, I think this is a buy. The market is going to move up until it reaches this price ceiling before it actually goes down or do whatever. Because remember, like I said, this is your area of price concentration. As you can see, the market keeps on going up and down, hitting these areas, so it has to go up eventually before going down. So let's see what's going to happen, but I think this is a buy. You can place your buy positions. Anyways, Will Smith, I'm signing out.